Oops.
The reason why it was on the agenda, nothing, to show, it's no feel bad. I think just so that you.
Sitting here, I use this for my. Streaming on YouTube.
First chair.
Okay.
Okay.
We're recording.
Sure.
I thought. What's that? Here.
Good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and call to order the city selection meeting of January 22nd, 2026 at 5:42 p.m. Thank you all for being here. First up is roll call. County Clerk.
I will call the city. If you could state your last name for the record. Campbell.
Here. Dan Furtado.
Cupertino.
Here, Chow.
Gilroy.
Here, Bozo.
Los Altos.
Here, Meadows.
Los Altos Hills.
Here, Lateja.
Los Gatos. Here, Moore. Milpitas. Milpitas is absent. Monte Serrano.
Here, Shannon.
Morgan Hill. Morgan Hill is absent. Mountain View.
Here, Ramos.
Palo Alto.
Here, Baker.
San Jose.
Oh, she's here. Rose, Kame.
Santa Clara.
Here, Gilmore.
Saratoga.
Here, Fitzsimmons.
And Sunnyvale.
Your Klein.
You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Next up is oral communications from the public on non-agendized items. Is there any member of the public in the room or remote at the remote location to speak? No? Seeing none, we'll move on to our consent agenda. Everyone should have a consent agenda in front of them. There was a mistake in the packet that was released. The actual votes weren't included. It's the cover page from the agenda standpoint, but it's relative, we did, basically, this is the appointments that were made in May of last year. Normally this, as a reminder, this organization or this group meets in January and May for the city selection appointments. Were there any changes to the minutes that were provided? Is there any member of the public wishing to speak in the room or remotely on this item? Okay. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? To approve the consent, approve the consent calendar.
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Can you say that?
Oh, yes.
City or their-
Or say, if you can say your city when you're making
Oh,
motions.
Mountain View, the best city.
Thank you. Can you please conduct the vote?
Yes. Campbell.
Yes.
Cupertino.
Yes.
Gilroy.
Yes.
Los Altos.
Yes.
Los Altos Hills.
Abstain.
Los Gatos. Yes. Monte Serrano.
Yes.
Mountain View.
Yes.
Palo Alto.
Yes.
San Jose.
Yes.
Santa Clara.
Yes.
Saratoga.
Abstain.
And Sunnyvale.
Yes.
That passes.
Thank you. Next up is selection of the chair for the city selection committee. Ultimately, this should be a mayor. So this is, and I know we have appointees at this point, but the chair and vice chair for this organization, this item and the next item is normally a mayor, as opposed to just their appointee. I've been doing it for the last 2 years, I think, but would like that opportunity again. Are there any other nominations for chair? Thank you. Is there any member of the public wishing to speak on this item? Okay, no members of the public wishing to speak. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve Juan Sunnyvale,
Second.
Gilmore making from Santa Clara, sorry.
Thank you. And second?
For Moore, Los Gatos.
Thank you. Can you please conduct the vote? Actually, yeah, we should do a vote.
I'm sorry, I got motion to approve for Klein Sunnyvale, but who is the motioner?
Me,
Santa Clara
Santa Clara.
and Los Gatos, second.
Thank you.
And please conduct the vote.
Santa Clara,
Yes.
Monte Sereno,
Yes.
San Jose,
Yes.
Mountain View,
Yes.
Los Altos Hills,
Yes.
Los Gatos,
Yes.
Gilroy,
Yes.
Saratoga,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Cupertino,
Yes.
Sunnyvale,
Yes.
Palo Alto,
Yes.
and Los Altos.
Yes.
That passes.
Thank you. Next item is selection of a vice chair, if it's needed in May. Mark Turner was our vice chair last year. However, he is in transition. Are there any nominations for vice chair? Anyone willing to step up?
I'm willing to do it, but I don't
Thank
know.
you. Thank you, Mayor Vinker.
Second.
So we'll take public comment. Any other nominations first? No other nominations? Any public comment? Okay, is there a motion or Vice Chair
Well, I
Vinker?
thought she nominated herself, but,
She nominated herself, but we still have to vote on a motion.
okay,
Great
so a motion to elect Mayor Vinker with the role of vice chair.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Second from San Jose.
What was the motion?
The motion is to elect,
Oh,
Mayor.
by Los
Oh,
Altos
sorry.
Hills. Please conduct the vote.
San Jose,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Cupertino,
Yes.
Palo Alto,
Yes.
Santa Clara,
Yes.
Los Gatos. Yes. Sunnyvale,
Yes.
Los Altos,
Yes.
Mountain View,
Yes.
Los Altos Hills,
Yes.
Saratoga,
Yes.
Sunnyvale,
Yes.
Gilroy,
Yeah.
Monte Sereno.
Yes.
That passes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for getting through that work. Next up is the meat of this meeting, the appointments for the different organizations. So let me go through the process quickly. There are three groups. Group A is ABAG, Group B is BOD, and Group C is SBRIA. And so we received multiple candidates for each one. We'll be taking nominations from the floor. Then each candidate, if they're here, will have 60 seconds to state why they want. And most of them had, actually all the ones that we received beforehand had letters of intent. So you should hopefully have read that. Then there'll be time for quick questions of candidates. If after each one, hopefully we can keep the speed of this meeting, keep that as limited as possible. Hopefully their statements and what they've given us ahead of time is enough. We'll take public comment, make final comments on advocacy, and then do a vote. The votes are randomized, just for everyone to know. So, and then you will basically list off who you are choosing from your city as that specific position for multiple seats. So we'll move on to the ABAG one. There will be, basically we'll have to go through 5 different sets of votes for the partial term, the 2 primary terms, and the alternate term. Any questions about the process? Seeing none, we'll move on to section A, Association of Bay Area Governments. We had 5 applicants apply. Are there any nominations from the floor? Remotely or in the room?
I'd like to make a nomination.
Okay.
I'd like to nominate Rob Moore.
Rob is already nominated.
Oh, excuse me. I thought we had to confirm it.
No.
Thank you, though.
It's like you can vote.
Okay, all good. So no additional nominations from the floor.
I don't understand. So this is for item A, the partial term.
No,
Yeah.
so we're taking so we'll have people speak on ABAG in general, and then we'll be voting each one, item 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 for the different terms. But right now we're taking nomination comments.
Nomination,
the
not
app-
motion to.
No, not motion.
Okay.
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 We'll move on to our applicants. First up is Chris Clark.
Where do you want me?
Up
Here?
here by the podium is, or the lectern is the best place. That's fine.
Is here okay?
Yes, perfect.
I'm Chris Clark, Vice Mayor in Mountain View. I served on ABAG in my prior tour. I was your representative during the last RENA cycle before terming out during the pandemic. I'm actually withdrawing from the primary seats, hopefully to make things a little bit easier, but I am interested in if there's sufficient interest in serving in one of the alternate categories. I think there are 2 alternate seats. So if we end up in a space where we need someone to serve as alternate, I'd love to get back involved with ABAG.
Okay, thank you very much. And I am timing things behind the scenes, so if you hear a noise and I cut you off, you went beyond your 1 minute. Next up is Dan Furtado.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm interested in serving on the ABAG Executive Board. I have been representing my city as the ABAG representative, and previously on my service to the City Council, I did serve on the ABAG Executive Board for several years. In that capacity, I served on ABAG's Regional Planning Committee and Governmental and Operations Committee at that time. Then I also worked with then Supervisor Rose Jacobs Gibson on a special project dealing with substance abuse for youth, which was quite a concern at that time. It was kind of a special project of ABAG. But with the other, we all are aware of ABAG and its designation of housing RENA and so on. But ABAG does have a number of other responsibilities. And I feel that I have experience in all of these areas. With respect to the environment, I've certainly studied that from the perspective of public health and environmental pollutants and things like polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, and studied that whole issue there. With respect to
Thank you, Dan.
disaster
Sorry.
time,
Time.
well, that was pretty fast.
I know. That's always the problem.
I thought I was a fast speaker.
You did well. Next up is Yvonne Martinez Beltran, which I don't see.
In Sacramento today.
Maybe possible.
I just drove back from there.
Next up is Rob Moore.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Moore, and I'm seeking your support to represent the Santa Clara County's 15 cities as a primary appointee to the ABAG Executive Board. My interest in this role comes from firsthand experience with how regional decisions affect cities. I've worked at all levels of government, and through those roles, I've learned something pretty simple that I think we're all aware of, which is that regional policy works best when it is designed with cities, not just for them. I think nowhere is this clearer than in the RENA and housing element process, where many cities experienced a disconnect between regional decision-making and local realities. ABAG has an essential role to play in restoring predictability and balance to this process while bringing affordable housing funding to our cities and advancing regional assets like the Bay Trail. In addition to my work in Los Gatos, I bring a countywide perspective through my experience serving as the Cities Association's appointee to the ABAG Regional Planning Committee, working for County Supervisor Margaret Abe-Koga, who represents 9 of our 15 cities, and previously working for Assemblymember Gail Pellerin. In this role, I'll prioritize communicating about the work of ABAG with our city leaders and residents and consistently representing your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, Emily Ramos.
Don't have to run. You're on the
Stay there.
so.
Just 10 seconds.
Hi, my name is Emily Ann Ramos. I am the mayor of the city of Mountain View, and I hope to be considered for this ABAG seat. I am the current alternate for the ABAG seat, and I had the opportunity to serve as the alternate and actually go to the meetings and listen through the meetings and answer questions, ask questions. When you look at a lot of the stuff that's covered in those meetings, pretty much there's like one item that's like an actual action item and everything else is like consent and informational. And so a lot of the things is knowing that subject matter and asking the right questions so that everyone can think through and the staff can bring back that information and go through and think through all the duties that they need to do to ensure that it is an active and well community engaged process. We have a lot of regional needs in housing and transportation. They are not easy questions to ask. And is that already time?
Yes.
Oh my
I know. Thank you. So that was, and lastly, I will go back. Is anyone here to speak for Yvonne Martinez Beltran? Okay, just double checking. With that, we will go ahead and take public comment. Any member of the public wishing to speak in the room on behalf of any of the candidates? Go ahead and come to the.
I can do it from here.
You can do it from there.
All right, Terry
Hang on,
Hines,
give one
Campbell
second.
City Council.
Let me give you your 30 seconds.
All right.
30 seconds.
Terry Hines, Campbell City Council. I do tend to be able to project pretty well. Mayor Furtado has an extensive understanding of local governance, and local elected representatives, including many in Congress today. I encourage you to select Dan for ABAG. We all will be better for his leadership.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping it short. Any other member? Come up a little bit closer to the mic.
Okay,
I know you can project very well.
I'm Councilmember Ann Bybee, and I'm advocating on behalf of Mayor Furtado. As he mentioned, he's already on the ABAG representative for Campbell, and he's previously served on the ABAG Regional Planning Committee and the ABAG Legislative and Government Operations Committee. I can attest that Dan does his homework. He comes to, meetings well prepared and understands issues, and he would really represent the city's association in a great way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else?
All right, may I speak remotely?
Absolutely.
Sorry about the earlier confusion. I'd like to just
No
say a
problem.
couple things on behalf of Rob Moore. I think he will bring a fresh perspective, and I think he has a lot of knowledge on RENA.
Actually, what, sorry, 1 second. This is for members of the public. You're actually on the board.
I'm
that's
sorry,
all.
it's very difficult being remote and trying to see what's happening. Sorry about
Understood.
that.
No problem.
I
I just realized. But you'll have another chance in just a few seconds. Come on forward.
Thank you, Matthew Hudis from Town of Los Gatos. I wanted to speak on behalf of Rob Moore. Rob Moore has been an excellent addition to our council, brings the youth perspective to our council, and it's very much needed in our local governments. And I appreciate the way he does his homework, the way he's on top of issues, and the way he is astute about the political circumstances that we're in. So I wholeheartedly support Rob Moore.
Thank you. Any other members of the public to speak on in advocacy for this? Public first, and we'll go to the board. Seeing none, I'll go ahead and close public comment, bring it back to the board for final comments. Let's see if we can get through this quickly. I'll put a timer on, but it's a
Question.
question.
I just have a
Go ahead.
question. Yeah, just a process question. So you mentioned that we were going to vote individually on each of the 5 slots. The first slot was a slot that I think NISA had, right? So if we wanted someone to continuously finish off NISA's term and continue in the next cycle, because we have 2 seats,
Correct.
actually, right? There could be nominations for the 2 slots.
Right,
As the
so
same, could be the same.
we could, so they could be the same person for the primary A and the partial term for primary A, absolutely.
Okay.
So they don't necessarily have to be the same person, but the board did want 2 separate votes
Yes.
from this organization.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there's
Yeah.
2 seats, right? 2
There's
seats.
2
and
primary
two
seats, 2 alternate
Okay.
seats, and 1
This is
partial.
confusing.
Yes.
Yes.
So Can I just make a motion that's for 1, 2, 3, and the motion is for Dan Furtado to
No.
serve on
So,
seat 1 and 2,
so we will, so
and
we'll be
then
taking,
Rob Moore
we'll
for
be
the
taking,
third.
we'll be taking a vote, a voice
So-
vote for each of the 5 seats.
We can
and
just
randomize
combine,
it.
it seems easier.
No, because that presuppose, we could conceivably go through multiple votes if that person doesn't win. And so this will be mainly mean that yes, we'll have to go through 5 sets of votes, but it should be relatively clean from that standpoint. And so it takes a majority vote for each section. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay. 30 seconds of advocacy. Sorry,
Yeah, this is Shannon.
Lisa,
Lisa.
30 seconds.
Okay, sorry, I've kind of already spoken up twice, but what I was trying to say earlier is I support Rob Moore for this position again, because I think he'll bring fresh perspective. And what I was saying earlier, I think that he has a lot of knowledge on RENA, and I think that would be advantageous for this board.
Okay, thank you. Any other advocacy? Yes.
Sure, I would like to support Rob Moore. Again, I'm gonna use fresh perspective. Everyone's using that. Sorry, Rob, you got a young face, man.
There you go.
But I really appreciate your generation being involved in what you're doing, and the fact that you already have experience working at the state level and the county level and city level. That's why I'm supporting you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Speaking of young perspective, I also want to advocate for Emily Ann Ramos. She has been a phenomenal alternate. She always does her homework. She shows up. She goes all the way up to San Francisco and really gets involved. So I think that in terms of what she has demonstrated as an alternate, will also carry on to being a full member of the ABAG committee.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think it's for the 2 primary seats. I hope one of them is Dan Furtado because of his long experience on ABAG, which we really need right now for someone who truly understands the process. And the second seat, I'm not sure. I think Rob Moore has a lot to offer. I'm impressed with all that he has done with community engagement in Los Gatos. Emily Ramos, I'm always impressed by your passion for things. So I'm hoping one is experienced and one will be a young person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other comments? Any other advocacy? Yes.
I'll just say we have an embarrassment of riches. I'm just so thrilled that all these people have stepped up.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Thank you. Any other comments? With that, we will go through the vote of, and just to note for the record, Mayor Turner from Morgan Hill is now here. And just to update you, Mayor Turner, we're on section A of the votes with Chris Clark, Dan Furtado, Yvonne Martinez Beltran, Rob Moore, and Emily Ramos nominations. So what we'll be doing is taking a vote, a name vote on each applicant. So our first section is seat is the partial term from tonight until June 30th. And then we'll do the 2 primary seats and then the 2 alternate seats. And everybody's on the same page.
A was Nisa.
What was that?
And which one is the one that Nisa had? The A?
It's
The
the partial seat
Yep.
that we're filling tonight.
Right.
Okay. Clerk?
Monte Sereno.
So am I just naming one of the names at this
You're
point?
naming one of the names. So
Yeah,
the top,
Rob.
so who to do the partial term?
Thank you, Rob Moore.
Thank you.
Palo Alto.
Rob Moore.
Los Altos.
Rob Moore.
York.
More.
Santa Clara.
Moore.
Cupertino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob Moore.
Morgan Hill. Rob Moore. Saratoga.
Dan.
Los Gatos. Moore. Sunnyvale.
More.
Los Altos Hills.
Even more.
Campbell. San Jose.
Oh, this is a tough choice. Gosh, really, really tough. I'm gonna go Furtado. Furtado.
Thank you.
And Mountain View.
I'll vote for myself, Ramos.
Okay.
Would you like who won or?
Absolutely. At the end of each one. Just who won. You don't have to do the breakdown of all the votes.
So the seat will go to Rob Moore.
Thank you. We'll then move on to item 2, A2, which is the full term primary seat from July 1st, 2026 through the July 30th, 2028. And we'll go through the exact same process.
Larry, is this the same seat?
It's the same seat.
Technically, yeah.
Same seat to continue.
Continuing. Yes,
This is the
Same
second.
seat. No, that's not.
This is the same seat.
but doesn't necessarily have to be the same person.
Process question
Yeah.
though, I feel like this process, the older of how people are called, kind of like the people who are called first. I was influenced by them because.
That's why the
okay,
voters, that's why the cities are randomized.
Also, it will be random.
Every
next
time.
Okay.
So everyone needs
So
to
I was
pay
like,
attention.
I kind of
because-
feel like I was influenced by, there were already a lot of more, so I'm like, okay, I wasn't sure about Emily the
And-
more, so I went with.
That's why we randomize each time. Okay,
Okay,
clerk, can you please conduct the vote
Mm.
for item 2A or A2, the full term for the first full term, seat A.
Santa Clara.
More.
Palo Alto.
More.
Gilroy.
More.
Cupertino.
more,
Monte Sereno.
More.
Morgan Hill.
More.
Mountain View.
More.
Los Gatos.
More.
Los Altos Hills.
Still more.
Campbell.
Furtado.
Sunnyvale.
More.
Saratoga.
Furtado.
San Jose.
More.
Los Altos.
More.
The seat will go to Moore.
Thank you. We'll now do seat B, primary full term. Clerk? Larry? Yeah.
Forgive me, can you run those names by the ones that we're gonna be choosing
Sure,
from?
no problem.
I'm sorry.
Chris Clark, Dan Furtado, Yvonne Martinez Beltran, Rob Moore, and Emily Ramos.
No, he's not.
More.
Oh, sorry.
I'm off. And I
Okay,
think
thank you.
Can't get. both
Chris
seats.
Clark also
Right.
Well,
That's
preferred an
fine.
alternate seat.
correct.
I'm in there for alternate.
That's right. Sorry.
oh,
Chris Clark. is
Thank you.
interested in all
Thank
that.
you all.
Ready?
Yes.
Emily.
Saratoga.
Furtado.
Santa Clara.
Furtado.
Sunnyvale.
Furtado.
Mountain View.
Ramos.
Monte Sereno.
Furtado.
Los Gatos. Ramos. Morgan Hill.
Furtado.
San Jose.
Ramos.
Los Altos Hills.
Furtado.
Los Altos.
Ramos.
Campbell.
Furtado.
Palo Alto.
I don't want to pick.
I don't want to pick.
Furtado.
Gilroy.
Furtado.
And Cupertino.
Furtado.
The seat will go to Furtado.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will now move to the alternate seat A, or the same term, July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2028. We have
Yeah.
Chris Clark,
Yep.
Yvonne Martinez Beltran, and Emily Ramos
Or for talk.
as the three choices. And clerk, if you can, yes, go ahead.
Los Altos Hills,
Ramos.
Cupertino,
Ramos,
Palo Alto,
Ramos.
Gilroy,
Ramos.
Campbell,
Ramos.
Los Altos,
Ramos.
Mountain View,
Ramos.
Los Gatos,
Ramos.
San Jose,
Ramos.
Sunnyvale,
Ramos.
Morgan Hill,
Ramos.
Monte Sereno,
Ramos.
Saratoga,
Ramos.
and Santa Clara.
Ramos.
Ramos will have the seat.
Thank you. And our last alternate seat, seat B, for the same term. Please conduct the vote.
Morgan Hill,
I think Chris Clark's the only name left. Is that
No,
correct?
Chris or Beltran. Oh, Martinez Clark.
Monte Sereno,
Clark.
Santa Clara,
Clark.
Mountain View,
Clark.
Campbell, Clark, Los Gatos,
Clark.
Palo Alto,
Clark.
San Jose,
Clark.
Cupertino,
Clark,
Los Altos,
Clark.
Gilroy,
Clark.
Saratoga,
Clark.
Sunnyvale,
Clark.
and Los Altos Hills.
Clark.
Clark will have the seat.
Thank you very much. I think we're all understand the process now. We'll move on to item B, BOD. We have currently 4 applicants. Are there any nominations from the floor?
Is it one seat?
It is 1 seat on, well, what used to be Bachmed is now BAD.
But it's good.
But it's good. I know.
It's about.
Any nominations from the floor? No, seeing none. We had 4 letters of interest, and we'll call each one of them up for 1 minute, starting with Chris Clark.
We have 3 other excellent candidates, so I'm withdrawing from this.
Thank you very much. Next up is David Cohen.
Good evening. I'm David Cohen from the city of San Jose, and I'm seeking the seat on the Bay Area Air District Board. As many of you know, I've really focused a lot on environmental policy in my years on the council, not just locally, but trying to bring the state together to work in the same direction that cities in our county are working on, through my work with the League of Cities and elevating environmental activism as one of the primary policy areas for the League. I represent a city that has several disadvantaged areas in it. East San Jose and Alviso are both disadvantaged areas were qualified by their air quality and income. And it's important, I think, for San Jose, the largest city in the Bay Area, to be represented on the board. There hasn't been a San Jose representative on the Air District Board in a long time. And in order for the Bay Area to be successful in its meeting its objectives, and we're going to be discussing a lot of very important things in the years ahead related to air quality, climate, and the issues of industry and emissions. I think it's to be successful, it's really important that San Jose have a seat at the table. So I hope to get your support tonight, and welcome to answer any questions after.
Thank you. Next up is Terry Hines.
You okay?
Why don't you go up there?
When's the time to start? Make it.
When you start speaking.
Thank you very much. I'm Terry Hines, Campbell City Council. I'd like to request representation of the Santa Clara County for the board, Bay Area Air Quality Management District Board of Directors. Air quality is the ultimate, most important environmental aspect that we have. You've got my letter that describes my background in that. Just to give you a perspective as to how I would act on the board, looking at the December 3rd, 2025 quality meeting that occurred. You didn't go there, a couple of you there, but two perspectives I brought away with that was that there was a very insightful comments from a retiree challenging the board to be a lobbyist for the people and not a lobbyist for the industries. Very excellent perspective on that. And then there's also a presentation on the socioeconomic analysis for policymaking. And I would concur to evaluate the impact on all the environments and the community variations to look at the variations of the community and also the sustainability associated with it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope to be on the Bay Area.
Thank you. Next up is Linda Sell.
Hi, I'm Linda Sell, and I've had a passion for working on clean air work over the last 15 years. And in 2010, I started a nonprofit, co-founded it, and we've achieved in the Bay Area major reductions in air pollution reductions by fully supporting and the Air District and their great rules. And I'm also co-founder of a nonprofit that has inspired students, hundreds of students, to advocate for clean environment, climate action. And they have chapters, 9 of them spanning 9 cities. And lastly, if I'm chosen to be this Air District representative, I will solicit input from all the cities, represent all 15 cities, make sure there is a clear understanding of the programs to benefit all of the cities. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, with that, we will go ahead and take public comment. Any member of the public wishing to speak on the behalf of anyone of the applicants? Yes, come forward. We can't hear you from there, especially remotely. Sorry.
Can I come right here?
Up to the mic, I think, so they can hear you online.
Better to left turn. Sorry.
I'd like to advocate for Councilmember Terry Hines from Campbell. He is currently representing Campbell on the West Valley Solid Waste Authority and the Stormwater Authority. He comes well prepared at meetings, very knowledgeable on topics, especially on conservation and air quality. He has a strong sense of collaboration among cities, and I think that is a plus for the Cities Association. He would represent us all well. So I would urge you to vote for him. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak on anyone's behalf? Seeing none, I'll go ahead and close public comment and bring it back to the board for advocacy. Rosemary?
Yeah. I want to advocate for my colleague, David Cohen. He is our environmental advocate on the city council and is very, very active and vocal in terms of air quality and other environmental issues. And I think that he brings a very broad perspective. His involvement in the California League of Cities has also been something that he always brings back information. And I think that he would be a tremendous advocate for our entire county, not just San Jose.
Thank you. Vicki?
Yeah, so I've had the honor of twice being appointed by you to the Air District Board, and I currently serve as vice chair. And so I care deeply about who sits on the board, and I am thrilled that so many of you want to. So that's the first good thing. So as you know, there's 2 from the Cities Association and 2 appointees from our Board of Supervisors for a total of 4 people on the board representing the county. So we have me in Palo Alto, we have Supervisor Lee in Sunnyvale, and we have Supervisor Avi Koga in Mountain View. And the air quality is poor through, very poor in Santa Clara County. And I think having the perspective of someone in San Jose with whom I have worked on climate issues. So I support David Cohen.
Thank you.
Although I'm thrilled for all of you.
I'd like to speak on behalf of Terry Hines for this position. With his background in forestry and biology, these are areas that he majored in college and has studied them very, very well. With respect to his work of the city council, he studies all the issues that we deal with. His comments are very astute, and he comes well prepared to council meetings, and I'm sure he'll bring those same qualities to the Air Management District Board if selected.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
I'd like to support Terry Hines, for the same reasons, Mayor Furtado mentioned him. I do like his background, his educational background. I also like his boots on the ground experiences that he has, literally in the creeks. And I appreciate that connection that you have with that part of the community that you can take all the way up to this, this committee that you're, interested in being on. And, Terry, I watched you this past year. You go to everything. You're well informed on what's going on, and that's why I'm supporting Terry.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Celine?
So I really like Terry Hines' background, but I also know Linda Sell really well from her work, and in the Lehigh cement issue, and then her work working with youth in climate action. So my first choice will be Linda Sell, and close second will be Terry Hines. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? And I will second for my own timer. I'll second, what Liang said about Linda. She's been very active in air quality, very active in working with Rod Sinks to get people together to fight Lehigh. And she shows up. So, even as alternate to this organization, she showed up all last year. And so I think, she will be here to listen to our different cities, and I support her for this position. Okay, any other comments?
Just a point of information on the socioeconomic analyses that come up time and again. We're obliged to do those, and we do that in every rulemaking, just so people know.
Thank you, Vicki. With that, clerk, can you please conduct the vote?
Yes. Morgan Hill,
Terry Hines.
Santa Clara,
Hines.
Monte Sereno,
Linda Sell.
Campbell,
Hines.
Los Altos,
Linda Sell.
Mountain View,
Linda Sell.
Los Gatos,
Cohen,
Palo Alto,
Cohen.
Gilroy,
Hines.
San Jose,
Cohen.
Saratoga,
Hines.
Los Altos Hills,
So.
Cupertino,
So.
and Sunnyvale.
So.
A moment to calculate this one.
I need it. And let's hear.
This was like ranked choice.
Okay.
Do you guys go by a quorum or is it by most?
Most nominations.
So Linda Sell will have the seat.
Sure, what's the?
Congratulations.
Oh. What was the count again?
6.
6.
Her with 6, Hines with 5, and Cohen with 3.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next is item C. Might actually make this on time. Silicon Valley Regional Interoperability Authority, SVRIA. We have 2 applicants that we received, Chris Clark and Matthew Hudis. Are there any nominations from the floor? Seeing none, we'll go ahead, and we have a primary seat and an alternate seat. But seeing none, we'll go ahead and ask the applicants to speak. Chris first. Set my timer back.
Chris Clark, Vice Mayor, Mountain View again. I served on SBRA as your representative for a few years during the build phase immediately prior to the pandemic. And then I've served on it over the last year as the North Cities appointment that rotates. And I'd really love to stay involved. You'll notice in my letter of interest, I'm applying for the alternate seat because right now with the Super Bowl and World Cup going on, I think it's good to have continuity. So hopefully that makes your lives easier in terms of the primary and alternate. So I'm seeking the alternate seat.
Thank you. And Matthew?
City Selection Committee, the SVRIA is a remarkable community asset. It allows any public safety responder to speak with any other public safety responder, whether they be police or fire or any of our public safety officers. It's a remarkable asset that has been a long time coming. It's the result of 9/11 failure of the police not being able to speak with the firemen who were responding. Silicon Valley has been in the forefront of fixing this, and our communications is an excellent system. However, it is subject to possible failure, and I think going forward, it's important to have an advocate of amateur radio, which serves as an emergency backup. And in case the internet goes down or the phones go down or cloud goes down. So the Valley has stepped up with people involved in ham radio. We have trained over 1,000 new licensees, and I would be honored to serve going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
He wins,
Well,
right?
I know. So we'll make this quick. Any member of the public wishing to speak on behalf of either of the applicants?
Erin Hardy, City of Santa Clara, your current representative on SVRIA. Because I will be termed out from my city council this November, I felt like it was not appropriate for me to put my hat back in the ring. I have served as the chair and really enjoyed it. And we had our last planning meeting for Super Bowl just yesterday and worked very hard. We think we're ready for this. And I will say, having a ham radio license, which I do and Matthew does, it's not required, but it does help you truly understand the system and how that works. So I would dearly love to see Matthew Hudis take my place on there representing the city's association. And I thank you very much for the responsibility you put on me. I took it very seriously and I worked very hard at this.
Thank you. Any other members wishing to speak? Okay. I'll close public comment. And since we have only one person interested in primary and one person interested in alternate, ultimately we don't need a vote by unanimous decision. Well, let's go ahead and take the vote, but I'm looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to nominate Matthew Hudis for the primary seat. And very briefly, I will say that emergency preparedness.
You both primary and alternate, please.
Oh, and Chris Clark for the alternate.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
The second.
Make a comment?
Yeah, 1 second. So it's Los Gatos and it's Los Altos Hills. Go ahead.
And very briefly, Matthew has made emergency preparedness his North Star in Los Gatos. This is something he takes incredibly seriously, has before he was on the council and has carried that into his council work. And his experience both teaching emergency preparedness, he teaches ham cram classes, has taught, dozens and dozens of students in our community how to work a ham radio, which is not easy. So I strongly support Matthew for this position. I think he'll serve us well.
Thank you. Dan? Comment?
Okay,
Or-
yeah, so just want to say, yes, thank the two person for applying. I think Matthew would be really good for this position. I've seen that he's really good at getting things done and then emergency preparedness. And I took the class for the emergency radio, 1 day class, so you can get the license. But I still need to really learn how to operate the radio. So thank you for applying. Yeah.
Thank you. Clerk, can you please conduct the vote?
I have a comment.
Sure.
I just wanted to briefly, I'll support the motion.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to mention, I think both candidates are well qualified. I've worked with both of them. I know Matthew has extensive experience in the field, and I currently serve on the Silicon Valley Regional Interoperability Authority. I'm the vice chair. And so I support both candidates being a part of this organization.
Thank you, Dan.
Santa Clara,
Yes.
San Jose,
Yes.
Mountain View,
Yes.
Monte Sereno,
Yes.
Cupertino,
Yes.
Gilroy,
Yes.
Palo Alto,
Yes.
Morgan Hill,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Los Altos Hills,
Yes.
Sunnyvale,
Yes.
Los Altos,
Yes.
Los Gatos,
Yes.
and Saratoga.
Yes.
That passes.
Thank you. And thank you all for trying to move this as quickly as possible. We will adjourn the meeting at 6:32 PM. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Motion to accept.
Do we need a motion to accept? I don't think so, because we voted.
Thank you.
We motioned.
Okay.
We're all good.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.
I know you come to our meetings as well. Of course.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah. I know.
Hopefully that was relatively.
So.
You have to, when you
Most
get
people
one
will.
for your city.
Not on the field. Yeah, I do, you know.
Yeah.
Very good.
Aren't you staying for the?
Board, but
Board.
three of them.
Okay.
Yeah.